Hello, I'm Karan Chima. Today I'm going to ask you a question. How much of money is good enough? You see, this is a very important question today because we are going through very difficult times and we don't know when the angel of death will come and kiss any one of us. We must be able to reassess the importance of money for us and in our lives. There is certain fundamental truth about money. One is that money making is the most important activity in the universe. Everyone is wanting to make more and more money. Why? Because you cannot live without money. No money means humiliation, demeaning. You can't borrow from others. And for your very survival, you need some money. So, as the saying goes, money makes the mayor go. So you need money and you must make more money. You would have seen most of the colleges, institutions, professional and others, they teach the students how to make more money. And these students keep honing their skills throughout their lives and try and make more and more money for their organizations. When they make more money for their organizations, they get paid in crores. That is the power of money. Money is governed by certain laws. Money and wealth, they are governed by certain fundamental laws which I have evolved. What are those laws? There are two types of laws. One is which are governed by the government. You see, the laws which the government makes, they can be defective and they can be misused. You would have seen that those people who want to make fool of others and fool of the system, they keep making fool of the system and keep all kinds of frauds and scams and things like that keep happening. The other is the laws which are accepted and voluntarily adopted by the citizens to lead a happy and contented life. If these laws are correctly understood, I suppose one will be very happy in one's life. What are those laws which govern the money and wealth? First law is the shortage and greed of money is responsible for most of the problems of the world. All these scams, frauds, check bounces and everything in society, across nations, all that is because of the shortage of funds or the greed of money. You see, it is said that all your needs can be met, but all the greed of human beings can never be met. The second law is the more money you have, the more you want to make, or the more you want to have. No one has ever been satisfied with the amount of money one has. You ask somebody who is a billionaire that does he or she need more money, and the answer will be yes, I would like to have as much as I can. Third law is the more you have, the lesser you need it. Have you seen any important person, a person with deep pockets, rich and famous, carrying any money with him or carrying any credit cards or any other wallet with him? No, they don't need it. Actually, people pay for all their requirements. They have a lot of money and more people are ready to pay for them and they need lesser and lesser of money. You see, law of diminishing utility, as a matter of fact, sets in after some time. The importance of money is lost to these kind of people. Fourth law is that money making as an addiction like any other addiction. It is extremely difficult to get rid of an addiction, and this addiction also of making the money. You see, the money they make is of no consequence to them. They don't need that money. But because they are in the money making business, they must continue making money day in, day out as a part of their habit. They cannot live without making more money, though they don't need it. The fifth law is money goes as easily as it comes. There are any number of great, unique examples in history where billionaires became beggars. The money does not stay with person who do not respect it. So it has the bad habit of going away from those who don't respect the money. So earning is one thing, and taking care of the money which you earn is entirely a different thing. Sixth law is, the more money you have, the more respect you get from society, your friends and relatives, etc. Though this should not be the norm for obvious reasons. Because a person may be evil, but because that person has more money, he or she is more respected in the society as compared to another person who is otherwise a good person. But this is how the things happen. Seventh law is, money carries a bad reputation. Anyone who has a lot of money, most of us suspect that the person must have made this money by dishonest or such means that, unethical means the money must have been made. So these people, they don't command genuine respect, though they may be feared, but they are not really respected. Now, the question with which we started, how much of money is actually good enough for you? The simple answer is that the money which you need for your kind of lifestyle. Now, lifestyle is a very vague term, and nobody can really say that, different people have their different lifestyles. Some people can spend a lot of money and still they are unhappy with whatever they have. They want to have more and spend more. There are others who are able to, do with whatever little they have, and they are quite contented and happy with whatever they have. So it depends upon how much money do you need. In old age, of course, you need more money, because the elderly are prone to diseases and accident and things like that, and some kitty, some buffer for you. If you are fond of traveling, say you want to go and travel, you should have money. To meet certain emergencies, you must have some kind of money, because in old age you have no options. You can't borrow from others. Nobody will give you, your relatives and friends and anybody. Nobody will give you because they know that you can't pay it back. So you have to be careful about that and spend according to your lifestyle and make your lifestyle simple enough so that you are able to survive with dignity. Thank you. I'll be back with you with another similar video.